They say some places are just wrong, places where the veil between our world and something else is thin. Widow's Creek, nestled deep in the Appalachian Mountains, was one of those places. The locals whispered stories, not of ghosts, but of something far older, something wilder. They called it the pine creeper. My name is Ethan, and I'm a wildlife photographer. I'm drawn to the remote, the untouched. Widow's Creek was supposed to be my masterpiece. Weeks I spent hiking through those dense, whispering pines, capturing the beauty of the untouched wilderness. But the beauty, it came at a price. It started subtly. Footprints. Not bear, not deer, not anything I could identify. Too large for a human, too narrow for any known animal in the region. They were always just on the periphery of my camp, circling, watching. I dismissed them as tricks of the light, shadows playing games. I was wrong. Then came the sounds. At first, just rustling in the undergrowth, the kind you'd expect from a raccoon or a possum, but they grew bolder, closer. And then the whispers, faint, guttural sounds, like a language I couldn't understand, carried on the wind. They seemed to be coming from the pines themselves. One night, I was sitting by the fire, reviewing my photos. I thought I saw something in the background of one of the shots. A figure, tall and gaunt, almost skeletal, blending perfectly with the trees. Its limbs were unnaturally long, its skin a mottled green and brown like bark. Its eyes, they glowed with a malevolent yellow light. I tried to rationalize it, a trick of the camera, a shadow, anything, but the feeling of being watched intensified. I started carrying a hunting knife, sleeping with it under my pillow. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, closer. They seemed to be calling my name. The last night, I woke to the sound of something heavy moving outside my tent. The air was thick with a musky, almost rotten smell. I grabbed my knife, my heart pounding in my chest. I unzipped the tent flap, and that's when I saw it. Standing just outside the tent, bathed in the pale moonlight, was the pine creeper. It was even more horrifying than the photo. Its eyes burned into me, filled with a hunger I couldn't comprehend. It raised a long, skeletal hand, its fingers tipped with claws like sharpened bone, and then nothing. They found my camp abandoned. My equipment was scattered, my tent ripped to shreds. There was no sign of me. Some say I wandered off, lost in the wilderness, but the locals know better. They say the pine creeper claimed another victim, and they say, if you listen closely to the wind in the whispering pines of Widow's Creek, you can still hear my name being called.